Hello, welcome. My name is Marvet Sweis, and I am proud to have you join us for the first edition of ABPA's Watercooler Convo with two wonderful guests and pillars of our community. Mayor Terry Vorderer of the Village of Oak Lawn, where we recently held the inaugural reception of our Community Retail Association. Mayor Vorderer is retired Chief of Patrol of the Oak Lawn Police Department and former trustee of Oak Lawn. Also with us is the Honorable William Haddad, Senior Mediator and Arbitrator with ADR, retired Judge of the Circuit Court of Cook County, co-founder of the Arab American Bar Association, and Chairman of AmVote, which is dedicated to promoting voter registration and voter empowerment. Thank you both for joining us today.
Thank you, Marvet.
Mr. Mayor, most people know you as our wonderful Mayor and Chief of Patrol, but you have also been an independent business owner for over 30 years, working directly with many small businesses in the Arab American community. Tell us about that relationship over the years and what you've learned from that.
Well, I started the vending company as a part-time business while being a policeman in 1979. And what I did is I placed vending equipment in local grocery stores, laundromats, and various other businesses. And there I met many Arab businessmen within the city of Chicago and had a long-term business relationship with many Arab businesses. I think it was a successful partnership for both of us, as I made some money, and I'm sure I made some money for the Arab community.
And Judge Haddad, you have been and continue to be a pillar in the Arab American community. Can you tell us about your recent MENA efforts to help these small business owners?
Thank you, Marvet, and congratulations, Marvet, on being appointed by the governor to the Illinois Hate Crimes Commission. Yeah, you know, MENA, that's our acronym, Middle East North African, is a group that we put together with AmVote and, of course, the Arab Business and Professional Association in an initiative to get minority business enterprise status so that Arab American community can partake as a minority in the governmental contracts available through minority business enterprise. And that's been a long time struggle with the Arab Business Association since 1992, and we're making headway.
That's wonderful news, and we'll watch closely to see the developments with that. Mr. Mayor, I'm going to circle back to you. Your journey has no doubt involved a lifelong commitment to serving and protecting. Can you tell us what others can do to be as successful in serving the community?
Well, there are many opportunities to serve the community. And of course, if there's anybody interested, they could reach out to me. We have commissions, we have boards, okay? And I would welcome any Oak Lawn citizen who wishes to be part of our community. Again, they can reach me at the Village Hall.
Thank you, Mayor. And of course, anyone watching this can reach out to ABPA and we can make that connection to the mayor as well.
Yes.
Judge Haddad, out of a number of dark moments in recent U.S. history, you have helped design plans of action for peace, using the rule of law to combat hate and discrimination. Our Bar Association, in fact, was formed in the face of such adversity. What advice can you offer to small business owners who have faced dark moments as well, like the significant damage following the recent riots here in Chicago?
Well, after the Arab Bar was organized in 1990, in 1992, there was a looting and insurrection of Arab American businesses and other businesses throughout the South and West sides. And after the Bulls won that championship game. Now we saw what happened with the Floyd murder and what happened in lootings that we saw again in the same areas. And if good can come from that kind of thing, it was the ABPA's organization of the Community Retail Association, which is something that the Chicagoland Chamber was never able to do. The Illinois Retail Merchants Association couldn't do. ABPA did by putting together community minority retailers as an organized group to have a voice in Chicago to help prevent this kind of thing from happening again and to advance business.
That Community Retail Association, in fact, the inaugural reception for that was held in Oak Lawn. And I want to thank you, Mayor, for helping host that and attending and speaking at that event as well. Can you tell us, Mr. Mr. Mayor, on how your thoughts on how to keep small businesses prosperous in the face of the recent safety and economic pressures really that affected all of us.
Well, it's never easy to be in business. There's no doubt about that. And all the things I've done in my life, being a businessman kept me awake more than being a police chief. I too was a victim of those 1992 riots when I lost quite a bit of my equipment. In 2001, after the World Trade Centers came down, there was a bit of a ruckus in the village of Oak Lawn, demonstrations at 95th and Southwest Highway, of which I was in charge of as the police chief. I was identified many of the Arab residents of the community and made sure that our police were there to protect their properties. As far as securing business, it's always been a competitive market. I think you just need to produce a better product, a better service. And I believe that the Arab community is far better in that business model than Terry Vorderer could ever be. So many of your community are businessmen. And that's not a unique story, I think, to the Arab community. I believe many immigrants to this country started out as business people, whether they were members of the Greek community, the Polish community. I think that they found their opportunities in American business. And by working hard 7 days a week, as the Arab community's done, I was most impressed when I was dealing with your community, the commitment to their businesses, the hours they were willing to put in it to live the American dream. So I think you guys are doing just fine. Keep it up. And I'm always here to support a legitimate need or problem that the community has in Oak Lawn.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And on that note, Judge Haddad, anything you would like to add?
Well, I'm just very grateful for the Business Association, having been past vice president of it, and the leadership of Raj Darwish and Vivian Califf, and your work, Nora, with, I should say, Marvet, forgive me, I'm thinking of the president of the Arab American Bar. You're the past president of the Arab American Bar. I'm very grateful for your contributions to our community and to keep it up. And I hope that our business community will continue to support the Community Retail Association and the Arab Business and Professional Association, great organizations. And it's great to meet the mayor, Terry. You're a Brother Rice guy. I'm a St. Ignatius guy, and we're both Catholic leaguers from the old days. It's so nice to meet you today after all these years.
Yes, we're very proud of our heritage as hardworking students in the Catholic school systems. Yes. And you know what? It's been many, many years, Judge, since we've been high school students at those fine institutions. But there's no doubt it gave us the fundamental work ethics to be the best that we can be. And I appreciate our meeting, and I appreciate your work within the business community, not only the Arab business community, but the Oak Lawn business community. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you both for sharing with us your unique insight, both professionally and personally, on how our small businesses can thrive, and in turn, ensuring our community as a whole progresses together. Thank you all who tuned in, and until next time, this is Marvet signing off. Thank you.